Welcome back and good news everybody. I'll be giving away products to my subscribers after reviewing them. So if you're interested in a fingerprint door lock or an electric toothbrush with a whopping 300-day battery life, then I'll suggest you click it if you dig it, and one of these might be yours. Now back to business. Today it's all about the HidrateSpark 32-ounce Pro Steel Smart Water Bottle. It's their biggest version to date, just shy of 1 liter. It has a detachable smart pressure sensor which sticks out of its bottom just a couple of millimeters at skid mark level. That's how it's able to weigh itself continuously. So every time you take a sip and put it down, it establishes a difference in weight and pushes that data back to the HidrateSpark app on your phone. This way you can keep track of your daily progress while getting bottle glows and push notifications which remind you to keep drinking. But let me warn you while I'm at it, some people are gonna laugh at you for buying an $80 water bottle. And I get it, how hard can it really be, right? All you have to do is mindfully listen to signals of thirst. Nah, let's be honest, life ain't like that. We're so busy all the time, we've got better things to do. So it's very useful to be reminded when to drink. And yes, this is nothing new. The HidrateSpark app is indeed another water reminder app. Yet its communication with this high-tech bottle is what makes it truly unique and way more efficient. I've been using its little predecessor for more than a year, and although I do really recommend it, I still ask HidrateSpark a lot of questions about its design, the app, and its compatibility with other platforms. Because although it is often seen as Apple's smart water bottle, it really isn't. It works with Android just as well. Where it does get tricky though is when it comes to receiving notifications on wearables. It works great with the Apple Watch, but compatibility with smartwatches or fitness trackers like Garmin, Samsung, or Fitbit is where it unfortunately falls short. And that's a shame because receiving reminders on your wrist really helps you achieve your daily goals. HidrateSpark did answer all my questions, but unfortunately they haven't been able to give me a list of compatible wearables. If you already have this bottle, does it work with your wearable? Then please let us know in the comments below and we can possibly make a list ourselves. Now let's check out this bottle. Default, it comes with a chuck lid, but when purchasing it at the HidrateSpark website or at Amazon, you can also opt for a straw lid. I'll leave some affiliate links in the description below. If they don't offer some kind of discount there, I do actually recommend buying it at the Apple Store because there you get the straw lid as a bonus. HidrateSpark confirmed that at this point in time, the extra lid is an offer exclusive to Apple, so you won't find this particular box anywhere else. It is a stainless steel, vacuum insulated, hand wash only bottle with a good build quality. HidrateSpark told me the reason it's not to be used with hot liquids is actually not the bottle itself, but the lids. The flip lid is capable of being used with both hot and cold liquids, so you can either order the lid separately or order that bottle straight away. I do feel it's made for pouring rather than to drink directly from it, and opening and closing it is not a joy for delicate fingers. The most important part of this bottle is the so-called sensor puck with its automatic sensing technology. It's equipped with LED lights for the glowing reminders, has a reset button which I've actually never had to use with my previous bottle, and has a magnetic charging connection for their proprietary charging cable. It recharges in a couple of hours, and according to HidrateSpark, it will last 10 to 14 days on average use. Be aware, do not put this in the dishwasher and only clean it with a damp cloth. You open the chuck lid by pressing the button, and you can lock it by sliding the button down. The straw lid also works very straightforward. This bottle is quite durable, but if something is to get damaged, you can go to the HidrateSpark website and find a replacement part there. I think that's a great philosophy, and it would even be better if that would apply to the whole world without too many additional costs. Ordering this flip lid from the Netherlands actually cost me more than their HidrateSpark tab. Now let's check out the app, which is just as important. Setting it up with the bottle goes incredibly fast and easy. You log in with whatever account you prefer. You go to bottles in the bottom of your screen, tap add new bottle, choose the Bluetooth version, pick it, and the connection is established. Now before we start using it, we need to calibrate it first. It basically needs to know what it weighs when it's empty and when it's full. So step 1, put the empty bottle on the table and calibrate. Step 2, fill it up to the neck, put the lid back on and calibrate. It will light up to confirm that it's full. Calibration completed. Now although this is easily done, sometimes you have to do it after you take out the sensor puck to recharge it. So I did recommend HidrateSpark to redesign that and put the charging port on the outside of the bottle, or maybe even consider adding a charging dock dock in the future. That would be my preference. Anyway, once that's done, you can set your daily goal in either ounces or milliliters. When set to recommended, it is based on your personal parameters like age, weight, height, sex, activity level, and the local weather. I do recommend connecting it to other apps on your phone to share the gathered data so the app can register changes in your activity level and it will adjust your daily goal to that. Isn't it nice to know that there's actually some kind of intelligent calculation behind it? Well, it could actually be better because we're not able to overrule the local weather parameter. Imagine you're somewhere where it's really hot outside, but instead of flaunting on the beach, you're working in a climate-controlled office all day. Then it's going to tell you to drink more than you actually should. So in a lot of cases, a calculation based on the weather outside doesn't make any sense. I've asked HidrateSpark twice about this, with the first time all the way back in April 2021. And they replied I would have to set my goal to manual and politely thank me for my feedback. Just give me the option to switch off the weather. Shouldn't be that hard. Anyway, this app is all about tracking and reminding, and what's good to know is that you can schedule both the glows and the notifications so you can put it on your night cabinet without having to worry it's going to go all disco in the middle of the night. I also recommend letting it glow only when you're behind on schedule, as that will make the battery last longer. You can change the color of the glows, but if you want to customize them, you're gonna have to pay for it. Ridiculous. A feature you luckily don't have to pay for is that it keeps track of where your bottle was last synced, so you can worry less about it going missing. The white circle here indicates a temporary goal to show if you are more or less on schedule during the day. The app also provides you with the option to manually add beverages such as tea or coffee, so you can track your total daily intake in this one app. Little downside is that on the Apple Watch, you're only able to manually add water, which is weird because isn't that exactly what we've got this bottle for? It would make more sense if we could manually add tea or coffee here. But those are all really small things on which I'm convinced HidrateSpark can improve. I have to admit I don't use everything available in the app. I don't really care about the trophies, but it doesn't bother me either. There's a history tab I never consult, but it's nice to be able to. And there's the possibility to join challenges, where I discovered to my own surprise that only an average of about 50 to 60% of the people that use this app actually achieve their daily goal. So I guess that even with all the bottle glows and notifications in the world, it's really up to yourself to make it a success and let it add to a healthier lifestyle. Now, before I wrap this up, there's just one more negative thing I do feel obligated to tell you. Using this bottle will severely increase the amount of times you have to go to the loo. Like it would be nice, subscribe, and even better.